Hey, greetings everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. It is the start of another week. This is an episode of vinyl slash CD finds and what's spinning in the basement. So let's get started. One I want to start off with, I did a video about a week or so ago when I opened up Amazon packaging, and if anybody recalls, there was one package that came from Amazon that said I couldn't reveal what it was. The reason was because it was an album I bought as a result of our album exchange series, which is going on the Larry Graves Canadian Stud Muffin channel. I hope you're watching it. It's a lot of fun, and you can come and play along. It's great. Anyway, my great friend Steve from All the World's a Stage recommended his album of the year last year, and it was called a band called The Wolf, and I chose it to review, listened to it on Spotify, and absolutely freaking loved it, and bought it right away. And that's what was in the package because I didn't want to give my secret purchase away until I had recorded the video and revealed it. So this is the album, The Wolf, Love, Death, and In Between. Now, if you haven't been watching the review series and you aren't watching Steve talk about this album or rave about it, I'm going to for a minute. It's a great record. If you're into soul and rock, basically, then you'll love this frickin' album. It's a throwback to the old days. Like, I mean, you think about the way, even Delaney and Bonnie and Leon Russell and that, but the first thing that came to mind was Ike and Tina Turner's version of Proud Mary. You know, the way it starts with her singing, now we're going to do this nice and slow, nice and easy, and then it builds up and the horns, and that's kind of what this is. It's like a soul review with some slide guitar and Hammond B organ thrown in, and man, it's a frickin' really, really good album. The first track is called Night Train, so right away you know what you're getting just by the title of that song. It sounds like a James Brown thing or something. There's a song, track 5, called Rosita, that I absolutely love. It's like 16 minutes long, and it just builds and takes you high and then brings you back down, brings it back up again, and pumps you back up. It's a great track, great vocals on this album, great playing. Just it would have been one of my albums of the year too. I understand why Steve picked it. So The Wolf, Love, Death, and In Between. Check this album out, man. It's really, really good. Excellent. Great find there, Steve. Okay, great Canadian band that a lot of people are familiar with. I'm going to call them kind of a country rock, roots, Americana, whatever you want to call them. They're called the Sadies. I never had too many Sadies albums. I didn't have any Sadies albums, but was familiar with the band. A couple of maybe a month back, I found one of their CDs at a local thrift shop, and was back at the thrift shop there late last week and found two more studio album called New Seasons and a live album, the Sadies in Concert Volume 1. Now, this is quite an album. Unfortunately, it's a 2-disc set, and I ended up with one of the discs. So, but I still bought it, and it's amazing. I got disc 1. Now, a lot of this is recorded at Lee's Palace, a famous bar in Toronto on Bloor Street, and this is with the Good Brothers, Nico Case, Garth Hudson, Blue Rodeo, a lot of other local names, but they're the big names on here, I guess. And man, this is high energy, good album. It starts out rocking really good, like with this Bo Diddley kind of riff, and then gradually you get into more Americana type songs, country rock songs, but excellent. They're just such a great band. And this is a freaking fantastic, fantastic record. Loving this stuff. It's great. Last but not least, I buy very few things off of Discogs, but I've been frustrated trying to find this album for a while. I thought I'm going to go on Discogs, and I found a Canadian seller willing to sell this record near mint for, I think I'm all in, around $20. Swear to God. Illuminations. Carlos Santana and Alice Coltrane. Now, I have become the biggest Alice Coltrane fan. Journey to Sachananda, how you pronounce that, and Fat, the Phat, I can't remember the name of Fat the Warrior or something. Both those albums are brilliant. This is a great album. Spiritual jazz, I guess you want to call this, but with Santana's great guitar playing and Alice Coltrane doing her thing, it's a really, really good, strong album. I'm freaking so happy I finally got it. It has been probably my grail item for a while. I know you can buy it new on Amazon for like $50 or something, but so Columbia label, amazing. That's my new finds. What have I been listening to? You know, I keep talking about being on an Ian Hunter kick. So this is what I've really found that I frigging love. This, I'm not sure if I want to rank my Ian Hunter albums yet, but I'm telling you, this is near the top. Ian Hunter Rant. What a great record this is, man. Every song, fantastic. Why was I not listening to Ian Hunter for the longest time? I do not know. But anyway, Rant's a great album. I've been pulling out my Mott the Hoople albums and listening to. I have Mott on CD and I have All the Young Dudes on CD. One thing I did, a New Year's resolution this year, is I decided to catalog my collection on an Excel spreadsheet. I can't do it on Discogs. I just find it not user friendly. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I just can't figure it out. I know a lot of people use it and love it. Power to you. I just want simple. Excel spreadsheet. I'm just an old simple guy. I'm good. But it's taken me a long time. I'm into the C's and I've input about almost 500 titles. Like I'm at the C's. Like it's a lot. It's tedious, man. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is I'm also doing an Excel spreadsheet documenting my listens for the year. And the first album of the year that I listened to was Mott the Hoople, All the Young Dudes. Both these albums are great. What else have I been listening to? Oh, man. This Anushka Shankar album is absolutely beautiful. I'm not really one with orchestras and stuff like that, but the sitar with the orchestra she's playing with on this is the most beautiful recording. It's absolutely fantastic. Between us, I can just sit down and listen to that and just fall into dream world, man. It's beautiful, beautiful record. Tom Waits, one of my favorite Tom Waits albums. You know, when I was going through my albums the other day, and I didn't even know I had this on vinyl. It's sitting in my cart in Amazon, going, I got to order this at some point. And I somehow along the line I bought it and forgot. So, Heart Attack and Vine, one of my favorite Tom Waits albums. I've been listening to it. I listened to it a couple times in the last week. Great, great record. The song Heart Attack and Vine is fantastic. It's got Jersey Girl on it. Great record. Last but not least, Rick Beato. I think a lot of people, Beato, how do you pronounce his name? I'm not sure. I think a lot of people follow this man's interviews and work he does on YouTube. And he did an amazing interview with one of my musical heroes, Bela Fleck. And I've been listening to the hell out of this album. Came out last year. One of my picks albums of the year, Bela Fleck. Zakir Hussain, Edgar Meyer, As We Speak. Incredible record, just by all three of them are master musicians. And that's it. That's it for today. I'm going to have one more video coming up. I got to do one more vinyl tag. And that's it. Thanks. Some thumbs, please. Some thumbs. And take care. Have a great day.